We are live, baby. We are live. Live and direct, not live and direct. Live and direct, not live and direct. It's your boy, always real, never fake. Alex Rawtalk is in the building. So let's jump right into this. What's up, TJ? I had a guy talk to me yesterday. Well, he left me a comment under the unboxing of this Acer. Sorry, I'm just blowing off the dog hair off the keyboards. Off the keyboard of this Acer Vivo book. He said, worst purchase ever. And I want to turn on the camera for this. Bro, I got to make something clear. Because a lot of you guys, a lot of people, when they make certain purchases, they expect the purchase to be just as, yeah, I need sleep. Look at this. Dark. I hate these airbags under my eyes. Makes me look old as crap. Anyway, um, he expects to get from how much is this computer? $400 computer. The same thing that he would get from a MacBook Pro, a MacBook Air, an Alien, and stuff like that. And your expectations can't be that high, broski. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Your expectations cannot be that high. That's like you getting a Moto G, right? Getting a Moto G and expecting it to be as good as my 17 Pro. No, the price difference is light years ahead. Okay, just the price difference alone between that 17 Pro and the Moto G. Okay, it's light years ahead. So that's not even just the point. The technology in this phone compared to that one is light years ahead. So it's the same thing with a concept with a computer, bro. All I'm using this computer for is live streaming and maybe paying my bill, my T-Mobile bill, logging into my business account, logging into Metro, logging into Cricket and stuff like that. Basic use. But if you want to sit here and make this computer like I don't know, I guess your gaming computer and all this other stuff that you want to do on it, you should know you can't do that on it. You know what I'm saying? It's not that hard to look up on YouTube and be like, recommended computers on a budget. Because that's why I bought this one. What you think? I don't do research? You must be crazy. There's out there, the person that recommended this computer has over a million subs. Over a million subs. The guy has 1.5 million subscribers. So I'm gonna take his word for it because all he does is review computers. That's all he does. His whole channel is based on computers. So that's exactly and Shadow's crying because Lassie's downstairs, but I don't want him fighting with Grizzly over Lassie, which is the female dog, my brother's dog. So anyway, back to what I'm saying. So you can't expect to get something for sub $400 when it comes to a computer, and for it to be the best thing since Wonder Bread, because that's you're fooling yourself. Let's be honest. You're really fooling yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's like you getting the Samsung Galaxy FE, S5 FE, and you thinking that it's going to be better than the S26 when it comes out in February. That's realistically not being smart about it. Is the best respectful way that I can put it. Or trying to say that the 16E is better than my iPhone 17 Pro. That's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. So your expectations, depending on what you could afford, have to come down some. You can't expect to get, well, I need 1 terabyte of storage and 64 gigs of RAM. What else do I need? I need a I don't know i6 7 processor from Media. No, no, not from MediaTek. From Microsoft or what? I forgot the Intel. Sorry, Intel. i7 Intel, i9 Intel, and I need this computer to be with 1 terabyte and 64 gigs of RAM, and I want it to be you know where I could game the cooling system where it doesn't overheat. I want it to have 15 hours of battery life, and I only want to pay $400 because you must be crazy. You must be crazy. Okay, you must be crazy. That's realistically not something that you could accomplish. Okay, so with a sub 400 computer, I consider it like buying a $400 smartphone, a $400 Android. Can you compare a $400 Android, which is, the Moto G Play? I mean, not the Moto G Power right now is $400 on Motorola because it has a purple one, it has a green one, and it has a blue one. So because of the exclusive colors, and I think it has 256 gigs of storage and like 8 gigs of RAM, and it's $400. So it's like comparing that phone, that $400 phone, to an iPhone 16, when the iPhone 16 is like 800. It's $400 more. I mean, or an iPhone 17, a matter of fact, the newest phone. You can't compare it. The 17 craps all over that Motorola. Okay, because when you're paying a premium price, you're getting a premium product. Okay, that's like comparing a Lamborghini to a Ford Focus, and it's just reality. Reality needs to set in. It's like comparing a Ford Focus to a Lamborghini. Can you compare the two? No, you can't. No, you can't. One costs way more money. Well, the price difference is huge in this matter because a Ford Focus would run you around 21,000. A Lambo, maybe 150. The cheapest one you'll probably get is like 100,000. So it's a big price difference. But that's, to me, Apple is the Bugatti of cell phone brands. And that's just a fact. I don't care what nobody says that Apple's the last one to do things. Yeah, they might be the last one, but they get it right. Okay. Is Apple late to the cooling systems that are on the 17 Pro? Yes, but they got it done. Is Apple late to adopt USB Type C? Yes, but they got it done. Is Apple late to doing a lot of things that have been on Androids for years? Yeah, but they got it done. So the point here is that you can't compare, cheap things to expensive things, is what I'm trying to say. You can't compare this Acer Vivo book to the other Acer that I was looking at. That was a gaming computer that had 512 gigs of storage, of internal storage. And it had, no, my bad. It has 1 terabyte of storage and 32 gigs of RAM because it's for gaming. And it has a raw cooling system, 120 hertz refresh rate. The camera was uh I think the camera was 1080p, yeah, 1080p. 1080p full HD 1080p. And the keyboard lit up nice with red. The keyboard, the keyboard, the letters are black, and then they light up red when you turn on the computer. So, and that computer is around $900 to a thousand. Well, it was on sale on Black Friday for 750, but it's a $1,300 computer. So that's what I'm saying. I can't compare that Acer gaming laptop that's $1,300 original price to mines that I bought for 280 and the original price is 400. You can't do that. You cannot do that. So you got to lower down your expectations when you're on a budget. When you're on a budget, you really need to lower down your expectations. And I'm just being real. You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking facts to you guys. I'm not trying to be, I'm not being mean or rude about it. I'm explaining it to you. You cannot sit here and say, I want these specs on this $1,300 computer and a $400 computer, because that would be insane. And you could find specs like that, yeah, but on a non-name brand computer like the one that I used to use, they got them. Some Chinese weird brands, they got them on Amazon. The computer has 64 gigs of RAM and uh, a terabyte of storage, and it has cooling systems, and it has this and it has that, but you don't know how long it's gonna last. And it's only $400, and it's like a weird brand, computer comp, some shit. And then I'll look through the details, and it says it's a Chinese brand. So you can get those specs and still pay the same price that this one costs, but it might not be as good as the Acer. It might not be as good as the Dell. It might not be as good as the Alien computer or all these other expensive brand computers that are for gaming. And that's just a fact. You know what I'm saying? You can't complain. So that's why I wanted to start off this live stream talking about computers, because he was like, "Oh, you made the worst purchase ever." To me, it's not the worst purchase ever, bro. Because like I told you in the comment section, this computer is just for live streaming, for paying bills, and that's it. Then I turn it off and I don't use it until I gotta go live again. So I don't even use this computer every day. So to some people, this might be a waste of money, me spending $280 on this computer, because even though I got it on sale on Black Friday last year, um, I'm not using it every day. So I don't know what hiccups you're having with this computer, but I'm sorry to hear that you're not satisfied with your purchase. But I'm not sponsored by Acer. Um, I'm not. No. So I could be brutally honest. If I thought this computer was a piece of shit, I'll tell you it's a piece of shit. To me, it does what it needs to do for my personal usage. Now, your personal usage might be as different, more different than mine. Then you need to get a more expensive computer, bro. That's all I can tell you. If you do more than what I do, which is live stream, pay bills on here, look up cell phone, when I don't want to do it on the phone, look up Metro to see what kind of deals they got, and screen sharing, and you need to do way more than that. You need a better quality camera than the one that I'm using, a better looking 1080p, then you gotta spend more money, bro. You know what I'm saying? You have to spend more money. And I'm telling you because I do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't sit here and get the 17 or the 16 or the 15. What do I got? 15 Pro, 16 Pro, 17 Pro, and 14 Pros are upstairs. See? 15 Pro, titanium blue, 16 Pro, titanium black, 17 Pro, deep blue. They're all Pro phones. Okay? So I can't expect this 17, the regular model, to give me the same thing as the Pro model, because that would be unrealistic. So if you could afford to spend a little bit more, then you do it. And if you don't, then don't complain. Right now, do I make enough money working as a security officer at McDonald's to have a better computer? Yes. But with all the bills that I gotta pay, Verizon Files, T-Mobile, Visible, Boost, Cricket, credit cards, I can't financially do it right now. But you best believe when I drop down my debt on my credit cards, which I'm planning to do this year, I'm trying to be debt free by 2027, and I'm not even joking. So I'm investing a lot of money back into my credit cards, and then I could buy me a MacBook Pro if I want to, because I'll be debt free. You know what I'm saying? I'll be debt free. I got computers that have $5,000 credit limits. That means I'll have a whole 5,000 in that card. You know what I'm saying? So that way I could just go to the Apple store and be like, give me that MacBook Pro if I want to. So that's what I'm saying. So you gotta know your stuff, broski. I can tell you, you probably know more about computers than I do. I believe that because a lot of people know more than that. But I'm just saying you should know that as a consumer that knows their things. That's like me knowing that the iPhone 16 is not going to give me the same thing as the iPhone 16 Pro, but I still decide to go with the 16 model. And then I complain about it. I see somebody making a video about it. I'm like, oh, that's the worst purchase you could have done. You might as well have wait for the Pro model. You get what I'm saying? So that's why you weigh out your options. You look it up online. You know what I'm saying? See what reviews the computer or phone that you're gonna get has before making that purchase. Or go to a trusted source. If you got a favorite YouTuber on here, go to a trusted source. But to sit here and it's like every time I review something or I do something, you guys are like, I'm the how I used to say that in Spanish, el departamento de quejas. What does that mean in English? I'm the department of complaints. Yep, perfect. That's exactly how you translate it. The department of complaints. I can't be your department of complaints because my utilization with this computer is not the same way you're using it. You know what I'm saying? You might be giving it more heavy usage. You might be typing notes for work and all that stuff, and that's why you need to look it up. You know what I'm saying? When I looked this computer up on Amazon, right, and I looked at the reviews, everybody loved it. Nobody, it had all 5 stars. Nobody said, oh, this doesn't work for this. I hate this damn computer. And people are brutally honest. on Amazon. And people, Amazon actually pays those people for making them videos, them review videos. They pay them. And they're like, be brutally honest, don't lie. Is this computer any good? Is it trash? Is it garbage? And people are brutally honest. And I didn't see nobody on Amazon saying that this Acer Vivo book 2025, because it did come out in 2025, was a piece of crap. It supports fast charging. My only gripe with this computer is that the USB Type C is only to connect stuff like this or to charge up my phone, like my microphone. But it doesn't have reverse charging like that cheaper one that I bought, that China one. That thing, the USB Type C is reversible. You could use it to charge something, or you could use it to charge the computer. The same USB port. So I think for the next one, Acer, next Vivo 2026 or 2027, 2028, whenever you come out with the next Vivo book, make sure you put two USB Type C ports, one for charging other devices and another one for charging the computer. Because these little flimsy chargers that you guys provide, these things don't last that long. I got to be completely honest with you guys. These things don't last that long. All right. So I would appreciate it that on your next Vivo, you guys put two USB Type C ports. You can put it over here on the left. I'm kind of annoyed that the charger's on the right. I like having my charger on the left because I'm a right-handed person and my plug is always on the left. It's never on the right. Especially in this room, the plugs are on the left, not on the right. So it makes it an inconvenience that I gotta go like this and wrap this charger over to the right side, right next. I gotta move my cord for the microphone. It's just annoying. I would say that's the biggest gripe that I got with this computer. I never seen a computer where with the charger on the right side. Every computer I owned, the charger has always been on the left side. Every single one of them. From your other Acer computers that I own to that little cheap one that I got right there, to the other Acer, to the first one that I bought 4 years ago when I started doing live streams. That was a 17.5-inch gaming computer. I think I paid over $1,000 with that on my Best Buy credit card because I financed it through Best Buy. And and I did all that, and everything was on the left. So I just think that, next time put two USB ports, a USB Type C for, people adding their microphones and charging up their phones, and another USB Type C to charge the computer because these chargers don't last that long. And then on top of the fact that they don't last that long, they're hard to get. You know what I'm saying? Because I always tried looking for, charge the original charger. I don't really like messing with third party chargers. You know what I'm saying? Now, when it comes to third party chargers for my iPhones, then yeah, I trusted the charge of this computer. It'll charge up that computer. It'll charge up whatever computer uses USB Type C to charge. You know what I'm saying? So it's just know that what you're paying might not have, especially when you're paying less than what a regular computer costs with all these specs, you should know that you're going to get less. That's what I'm saying. That's like trying to compare the iPhone 16e to the iPhone 16 Pro. You can't compare it. There's a big difference. The 16e only has one camera. This thing has three cameras. You know what I'm saying? The RAM on here is more. The gigs on here is more. Like, well, no, they got the same amount of gigs because the 16e goes all the way up to 512 gigs, I believe so. But still, this is an overall better phone and more expensive phone. So that's what I'm saying. So you really gotta like weigh out your options and know realistically in your mind that when you're making a subconscious purchase, that if you go cheap, you're gonna get cheap. If you go expensive, you're gonna get expensive. Okay. I can't wait to see the what? What part? System going to the iPad. Oh, okay. Pro. I think iPad Pro will benefit from most of the new. Oh, okay, system. Okay, that's what's up. I don't really mess with iPads, bro. T-Mobile Business was giving me one for free last year. Not even joking with you guys. For free. All I had to do was pay the internet on it for 24 months, which was $20. That's all I had to do. All I had to do, and I still didn't get it. And they were giving me a MacBook Pro 128 gig for free. I mean, not a MacBook Pro. I meant iPad Pro. iPad Pro, 128. Was it 128 gigs or 256? I can't even remember. I don't know if it was 128. Yeah, yeah, it was 128. And I didn't even pick it up. I didn't get it because I don't really care about iPads and stuff like that. You guys know that I don't even know how to edit on a computer, to be honest. All my videos, all my 4K video and editing gets done right on these devices. You get what I'm saying? When I had Androids, right on Androids with CapCut. So I don't, I don't know how to edit on a computer because I don't rely on the computer to edit. So the moral of the story is, because I'm gonna end it and we're gonna talk about cell phone companies and all that other stuff. The moral of the story is, if you're looking for a computer, look for something that you could afford and might have some of the a little bit of the specs that you really desire. And if you can't afford, that one, and you have another one like this one, but this one is not good, then save up your money till you get the new. You can afford to get the one you want, man. Seriously, that's all I gotta say. Save up the money so you can get the one you want. And that's how I'm gonna end this conversation because we've been talking about computers and cell phones for like 22 minutes already. But yeah, guys, besides that, um, Team Mobile killing it. At Applebee's giving me over 400, 1,400 down and 100 and something up. Killing it. I don't know what happened in that side of Hamilton. That's Route 33. I don't know what happened there. AT&T used to be killing it with LTE back in 2022. I used to get like 600 down. Now I'll be lucky if I get 20 down. Verizon was another one giving me over 500 in 2023 and 2022. And now the fastest it'll go is like 100 because they're both stuck on low band 5G. So they need to add C-band. T-Mobile's killing it with N41 in that plaza because that is a pretty big plaza. So I was in shock that there wasn't a better performance from these carriers, from Verizon and AT&T, to be completely honest, because in that plaza they got what's that called? It's the mail office. The mail office right there. The Hamilton Township, one of the mailing offices, one of the, USPS's main ones is there. So it was shocking to me that they didn't have some fun computer to charge. It was shocking to me that they didn't have better better speeds there. And I'm talking about AT&T and T and Verizon. I was in shock that they wasn't performing better. Because to me, they should have been performing better. AT&T and Verizon at that spot. Because like I said, back in 22 they were killing it. T-Mobile was the slowest around there. T-Mobile was only getting like 100 and something. AT&T was picking up one 500. Verizon's picking up 500, and now T-Mobile came back with a vengeance to that plaza, giving me over 1,400 down, and that's just unheard of. You know what I'm saying? Especially in that area. Being honest, I've been hanging around that area for years. I don't know if you guys remember back in 2022, I drove my bike all the way over there. My bike, it was a mountain bike, and I drove it all the way down there. That is just beyond me. I drove a bike all the way like freaking 3 miles. So it took me like 30 to 40 minutes on the bike driving all the way down there. Verizon should display MM in that area. No, well, it doesn't, bro. If you look at the video, it doesn't show no 5G UW. I even airplane mode it and put it back on and nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. And Applebee's did a whole new design, like I showed you guys. They put more windows, so the service is easier to penetrate. And still, with all that, the service wasn't as good as T-Mobile's. So yeah, I can't. I can't do nothing about that, guys. You know, maybe the C band is down. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's down. Maybe with this live stream, Verizon will do something about it. You know what I'm saying? But guys, here goes. I got a lot of views on shorts, but here goes my Wells Fargo card. Like I said, I was going all in my name. See that? Even on my new Wells Fargo debit card, well, do you see Alex Rawtech? So, like I told you guys, this is the permanent name of the channel. I got my hat, I got my debit card design with Alex Rawtech. This is the permanent name of the channel. No more changes to this channel. So, like I said, it is what it is. T-Mobile gave me better speeds. I was in shock. I don't know why Verizon wasn't picking up, 5G UW around there. Might be an outage. I don't know. I don't live in Hamilton. I live in Trenton, so I wouldn't necessarily know why wasn't it only picking up 5G. It wasn't picking up 5G, and it's been like that since last year. Because last year when me and my cousin went to Applebee's to eat too, we were sitting on the other side, and Verizon wasn't picking up 5G UW. No, it was. Matter of fact, yeah, it was. It was giving me like 300 down now that I remember. Yeah. So it's just crazy that now the speeds like have dropped. But like I said, sorry guys. That's on to Verizon to change that, and to make it a better experience for the subscribers, for the customers. Because even with the cell phone companies, we're considered subscribers. Because it's true, we're subscribing to their product, you know, just like with cable. Customers, subscribers, the same thing. Big cable. So, like I said, T-Mobile's killing it. T-Mobile's definitely killing it. Oh, my Apple Watch gave me great news. Said I slept 96% today. So that's great. So, you know, um, like I was saying, guys, I don't know what happened in that part of Hamilton where uh yesterday Verizon didn't have C-band or AT&T. No 5G plus or no 5G UW. So I'm only a tester. I'm only a YouTuber. I don't know what's going on. I would literally have to open a chat and start a chat with what's that called? Hold on, guys, I'm cracking my neck. Wait, oh my God, with Visible? I would have to open a chat with Visible and be like, "Yo, Visible was good, homie. Why this going on?" That's funny. You know what I'm saying? So that's technically what I would have to do, but you know, I don't know. Maybe next time that I go over there to get something to eat, it might be different. You know, I mean, you guys seen that video, man? You guys gotta protect your phone for real. Protect your phone. If I would have never had these cases on my 17 Pro or the case on my 15 Pro, the phones would have been ugly as hell. And I got ADD where I can't see scratches on my sneakers, I can't see scratches on my boots, I can't see scratches on my phone because I won't want it no more. I feel like it's damaged goods. So having a case on your phone is really important. Seriously, it's really important. Protect your investment. A cell phone is an investment, especially when you're paying so much for it. You know what I'm saying? It is definitely an expensive investment. So you got to protect your investment with a case. I dropped my phone super hard on the floor at the mall, and that floor is made out of marble. So my back glass on the 15 Pro would have been a goner. Definitely a goner. And you see, I'm gonna show you guys on the live stream. Not even a scratch on my 17 on the 15 Pro after dropping in on the floor in the mall. Not even a scratch. No broken back glass because of this $8 case from Amazon. Because that's all this thing costs is $8, and it even has the support for that thing, whatever that thing is called. I forgot what it's called. So yeah, an $8 case that really will protect your investment. The best choice I could have ever made. So there you go, proof. The phone fell on the floor. You don't see no scratches on it. Now, if you want to keep rocking your phones naked, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? It's your money, not mine. I'm just giving you advice. You don't want to listen, you don't have to. I'm not the one who's going to pay your deductible. And God forbid you don't even have the money to pay the deductible, and you're walking around with a phone with a hole in the back, looking like your phone got shot. Oh man, it's crazy. And I'm just being realistic, bro, guys. Mm, I'm being super realistic. We got, like I said before, we got YouTubers that make millions of dollars on this platform, and they got cases on their iPhones and Androids. But yet, people that don't make $1 million a year are rocking their phone naked. So, hey, if you want to rock your 17 Pro naked, your 16 Pro naked, your 15, whatever phone you got, and then you drop it by mistake, because shit happens. You drop it by mistake and it gets a deep scratch and all that, then hey, it's your fault. None of these phones are scratch resistant, not even the titanium ones. All right. Gotta make that abundantly clear. So you see, I dropped my 17 Pro. Now let's take the case off on this live stream. You see, no scratches, no broken glass in the back, no scratches on the plateau, because that's what people want to call this thing, the plateau. No scratches nowhere. Thanks to what? The Spigen case that supports MagSafe. Oh, that's what this is, MagSafe. My bad. So this Spigen case costs $40. Well, I think right now it's only $30. The best investment I could have made. Okay, so that that railing that I was recording on to the floor is around 2 feet to 3 feet of an impact. Yeah, it's 2 to 3 feet because I asked the janitor, the people that clean up the mall after I ended the video. He said around 2 to 3 feet height. So imagine 2 to 3 feet height onto marble, which is as hard as cement. So imagine if I would have never had a case on these phones. Both phones would have had cracked screens in the back. Both phones would have been scratched the hell up, and both phones would have been looking so ugly that I wouldn't want them. So, like I said, if you guys think that spending all this money, and I'm talking, even if you get the phone from your parents, even if you get it as a if you got the iPhone 17 Pro, Pro Max, 17, regular 17, 17 Air as a gift, you should still protect that phone because those phones are very expensive. And your mom, your dad, your grandma, your cousin, whoever bought you the phone expects you to take care of it because they paid a lot for it or they're still paying for it. So always be considerate of others, even when you give something as a gift. Like I said, so I got plenty of cases. I showed you guys on the last live stream. I got a box full of cases for my phones from Amazon that I bought on Amazon. So my phones are always protected. I have never rocked an iPhone naked. Naked means without a case, of course. Um, the first iPhone I ever had because I didn't like the 3G. I didn't like the first iPhone. I got the iPhone 4, and then I got the 4S. 4S was when Siri was introduced, and that's why I wanted the 4. Because me being dyslexic, I'm like, yo, I need that one. All I gotta do is press this button, and it'll text and da 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 da. So my first iPhone ever was the 4. So I have owned every iPhone since then, except one, the iPhone 10. I got the 10s, but I still got the 10 line though. But it was the 10s. So that's the only lineup that I skipped one generation, which was the 10 and went straight to the 10s. But other than that, every single iPhone I have ever owned, guys, had a case on it. And I feel like I need to stress this because you got idiots on YouTube telling you, that you should be rocking your phone naked, like if they're gonna pay for your deductible. No, Shadow. I don't want you fighting with Grizzly, buddy. Come on, come with me. You know I love you. You can't go downstairs. You can't be fighting. Relaxing. So, you know, um, you can't let other people that are not helping you pay for your device tell you what to do with your device. And I think the worst thing you could do, I don't give a shit if your phone was $80 on a deal. I don't care if it's only an Android. Take care of it. Put a case on it. Show it some love. You know. So, like I said, you guys seen the case I had on my Moto G. It made it look nice, like a premium phone, and that's a cheap phone. It's a cheap phone. It's 180. You know, outright. 200 with taxes. So it's a cheap phone compared to the other phones that I got. My 14 Pros and my 15 Pro and my 16 Pro and 17 Pro is a cheap phone. You know what I'm saying? So you got to take care of your investment, guys. Don't let other people that are not helping you pay your cell phone bill or helping you pay your finance on your phone tell you what to do. To be honest, don't let them tell you what. Don't let them beat you on your head and tell you, no, you should have rock your phone naked. Because then when your phone is on the floor all scratched up and with the screen cracked, you're gonna be thinking, why listen to this jackass YouTuber that said I should be rocking my phone naked? Put a case on your phone. So you gotta put a case on it. But besides cases and all that, guys, um, the T-Mobile home internet has been a great experience. To be completely honest, a great experience. I think it's kicking ass. What's up? What's up? What's up, Rando Geek? What's good, broski? What is good, bro? So, you know, the T-Mobile home internet has been great. They don't even have them boxes in the T-Mobile stores because I went to the corporate store at the mall yesterday, and they was looking at me, and I'm like, oh, they don't even got my box. And the guy was like, "What box are you talking about?" And I was like, the NC Go, because that's what I call it, the NC Go X4100. Oh shoot, yeah, yeah. No, we don't carry business boxes. But the store that I usually go to, the one that I recorded, remember that I did the live stream. That one is a experience store, so they do have the boxes. The NC Go, that NC Go, guys, that thing is a beast. I'm telling you right now. I'm still in shock that I have only used. Let's see now, because I was watching movies on Amazon Prime yesterday. Let's see. I gotta go into the T Life app to see how many gigs I used on the NC Go. Well, T-Mobile Business in general. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, let's go here. If I keep T-Mobile Business Internet, I'm gonna drop my internet from Verizon from 1 terabyte all the way to 300 megs because I'm gonna go from paying $100 to paying $40 with the 300 meg because I'm not gonna need more than that. The 300 megs will be enough to power um my mom's TV, my TV, my daughter's TV. The living room TV right now is being powered by the T-Mobile home internet. So if I could save an extra $50 on my T-Mobile bill, I mean, I'm sorry, on my Verizon bill, and invest that to T-Mobile home internet, I'm definitely gonna do it. Definitely gonna do it. That up, not even joking. So, you know, I have used 180.31 gigs on T-Mobile home internet. That's how much I have used. And I can show you guys without exposing any sensitive information because I could pull this down. So so far since I got it on the 31st, yep, on New Year's Eve was when I started using the T-Mobile home internet. So that's the 31st. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And what's today? 10, right? Or 11. Today's the 11th or the 10th? Oh yeah, today's the 11th. So hold on, let me count that again. I didn't just look at the calendar, started counting on my fingers. Makes it easier. Hold on. Where is my calendar on this phone? Mhm. I don't know where the hell I threw my calendar at. Hold on, guys. Calendar. Here we go. Okay, and I started using this on the 31st. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 days. In 12 days, I have used 180.31 gigs on the T-Mobile home internet. Even though I'm doing live streams every day. Well, I missed one live stream yesterday for 1 hour on the T-Mobile home internet as well, while the TV downstairs is running. See, this is how much data I have used already on my T-Mobile home internet. 180.31 gigs in 12 days. 12 days and counting. 12 days and counting. So, um, like I said, moderate utilization. I'm not doing nothing to abuse the crap out of the network. So there's no reason why, T-Mobile should feel like where they need to drop my speeds. Because T-Mobile knows what you're using your internet for. Verizon knows, Comcast knows, Cox knows, CenturyLink does. They all know what you're watching. Okay. So if you go on Google and incognito mode and all this other stuff, they still know what you're watching. Okay. Google might not know, but your cable provider does. So whatever you do with your internet, they know what you're doing. Just remember, if you're watching some PHP premium, baby, they still know you're watching that PHP premium. If you're an adult, you know what I'm talking about. So they know. Stop scratching the door and come over here. I don't want you fighting with Grizzly. Come here. You know I love you, Shadow. I just don't want you fighting with Grizzly over Lassie, the only female dog in the house right now. So, you know, it's crazy, but it's true. These internet providers know what you're doing. Like right now, T-Mobile knows I'm doing a live stream. They already know. They know I'm using StreamYard and everything. So yeah, you know. So that's what I'm saying. So 180 gigs is a lot of data if you think about it. It is a lot. I gotta do a lot of speed testing on these cell phones to get up to 180 gigs. This 180 gigs was some speed test. Most of it was streaming on here with you guys, streaming movies on the TV downstairs, um, using the Wi-Fi on my phones. So I'm not doing abusing the network in a sense. You know what I'm saying, with a T-Mobile home internet. The experience with the AT&T, well, it's called Cricket Home Internet, as you guys can see. That's why I put that. And right now, you get $100 um, Visa prepaid card for getting the AT&T Air Internet. Just wanted to give you guys the heads up too. That's one of the deals. Get $100 card, gift card for signing up for the AT&T Air Internet. So I think that's a plus, guys. I think that's a great thing. You get $100. Now, is it gonna be better than the T-Mobile one? I seriously don't think so. I mean, but my experience might not be the same as yours. You know what I'm saying? when it comes to the T-Mobile home internet. And there's factors to this. I'll tell you why. This house is only 2,000 feet away from the tower. Okay, that's not that far, or maybe 1,000 feet. Not even 2,000. I think it's like 1,000. I might have to download the app that tells me how many steps I take just to see how many feet it is. How many steps to freaking how many feet from my house to the tower. So I have the tower at a close from at a close range. But the T-Mobile home internet, it's just been a beast. I can't lie to you guys. It's been a beast. It's been amazing. It's been really reliable. It's been a beast. And it works like a champ. I'm telling you, it works like a champ. Like, let's see right now. Let me do a speed test. Let's see. Where is right here? Let's say where's Ookla? Ookla speed testing. Let's see. You are connecting to the network. There you go. 43 ping. I want to show you guys. Not getting back speed, for it being peak times, definitely not getting back speeds. We got 96.8 over 74.6. And I'm live streaming right now on the TV downstairs. They're watching movies. They're watching movies on Netflix, my family. So that's why I'm only going to be here for 1 hour because I do want to spend time with my family. My sister came over. My oldest brother came over. My nephews are over. So I want to go downstairs. So there we go. See? So we're getting great speeds from T-Mobile Business Home Internet. And it's peak times. So we got 117 over 80, 79, over 79.9. So we got 117 over 79.9 on T-Mobile home internet. You see it says T-Mobile down there, and the Wi-Fi is T-Mobile home internet. So there you go. So T-Mobile home internet works great. Like I said, here for me, definitely a game changer. So like I said, I might be dropping. I'm thinking about it, but I might be dropping my speed on Verizon because I'm tired of hearing excuses. Your box is all the way down upstairs, and that's why I can't reach downstairs, and blah 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 blah. I'm tired of hearing excuses. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of hearing excuses. The reason why I'm gonna still keep Verizon around is because of the reliability. You know what I'm saying? If there's a really bad storm, there might be a chance that my T-Mobile home internet might go out, and I need backup. You know what I'm saying? So I need to keep Verizon regardless. But other than that, you know, T-Mobile home internet has been really reliable. The box updates around 2 o'clock in the morning whenever it needs to update, and then it does the update and it comes back. So definitely that's that Inseego little black box is a beast. It is definitely a beast. Let me see, son. Let me see how much data this, what kind of data speeds I get on. Speed test. All right. Am I different? I don't know. We're gonna see this together. I use speed test because it doesn't show my IP address. See, so on the computer, we're getting different speeds than on the actual phone. Mhm. And I'm guessing it's because the computer pulls more speed than a cell phone when you. I'm just saying. I'm guessing. That's what I'm guessing. So 29.7 over over 12.9. Not bad speeds though. All right, now, yeah, now it's going slower. But I don't like this. That's one thing I don't like about this speed test. Like I don't consider this being accurate. You know what I'm saying? I wish Ookla would stop showing people's IP address. Ookla, stop exposing people's IP address so that way I could do speed testing with no issues. So you see, I don't like that. If it was really that slow, I would be lagging on this computer right now. For real. Not even joking. Let's see what Visible got going on. See what Visible got going on right now. Well, they still got the deals. It doesn't say when they're gonna expire either. I got this one on one of my phones, the $26 plan for 26 months. So, Visible still striking while the iron is hot. Okay. Now let's look at the other carrier. Oh, they still got deals. 4 days left to get $9 off your bill for 12 months. You must port in your number. Get the flying duck sauce out of here. These are the biggest scammers. These are the biggest scammers. These are the biggest scammers on mobile. These are the biggest scammers on mobile. U.S. Mobile. U.S. Mobile. And why you guys ask why U.S. Mobile? I mean, look at the prices they got these phones that Metro and Cricket and Boost gives out for free. Just look at this. Look at this flip phone, $84. $84. They want $180 for a house phone. Well, you're getting the house phone with the little thing, and the thing costs 120, 110 for a home phone service. So I guess is all right, whatever. This is Verizon, the Warp Speed Network. This is T-Mobile, the Lightspeed Network. This is AT&T, the Dark Star Network. They got that blue phone for 120, another flip phone for 60. They got the Moto G 2024 for $149. They got the Samsung Galaxy A15 for $200. They got the Moto G for $200. So no deals. No deals. But this is the company that people seem to love, but no deal. Showing you no type of love. Okay, no type of love. And then the iPhone 11, which is discontinued. They don't even sell this in the Apple store. I don't. I think Metro discontinued it. I think Cricket discontinued it. A lot of companies already discontinued the iPhone 11. And $290 pre-owned. Pre-owned for $290. The Moto G 2020, the Moto G Power 2024 5G, $300. The Moto G 2025, the Moto G Power 2025, $320. The iPhone 12 pre-owned 350. The Moto G Stylus 2024, $400 for a phone that's 2 years old already. The Samsung Galaxy A36, $400, and you can finance it through a firm. I recommend a firm. It's a great financing option, but not with this piece of crap company. Of course not. Anybody else? So let's look at the second page of RIP. This is called US Mobile Rips You Off. Pre-owned iPhone 13, $449. And right now you can get it at Cricket for $29.99 with a port-in. You can get this one for $29.99 with Cricket. In store only for $29.99. Okay. It started last Friday, like I told you guys on the night. Pre-owned, $450. They're smoking crack. US Mobile, get off that crack. Motorola G Stylus 2025, $400. The Moto G 2024 5G, freaking $550. You can get this phone right now at Cricket for $30. And yeah, for $30. With a new line important, $60 plan required, $60 plan required. Supreme plan, the one that I got. That has HBO Max and all that. So so let me see. And then Samsung Galaxy A36. We already talked about that. Okay, so let's see what else. Let's see what else. Let's see what else. Let's see what else. Then we got the iPhone 14 for 14, not even the 14 Pro, for $629. The iPhone 15, 649.99. The Samsung Galaxy S24 FE, 649. Not even the 2025. That is crazy, guys. Crazy. Anyway, we got the Moto Razr 2024 for 700. The Moto Razr 2025 for 700. The iPhone 16 for 759. So the iPhone right now, the Moto Razr is $100 with Metro, whether it's the 2024 version or the 2025 version, with the $65 plan, 60 with auto pay, with Amazon Prime included, and they give you all this for $100, and then you get $100 rebate if you do on 3 on-time payments with Metro. You get this phone basically for free. So imagine they're giving you all this, and look, 700. Oh my God, this is just crazy. US Mobile needs to stop doing drugs. They need to stop doing drugs. Look at this. The Moto Razr 2024, $1,000. Yeah, I just want to get off this page. I want to get off this page. They're disgusting. They're gonna make me curse, and that's what I was gonna curse this year. And then look at Metro killing it. Look at this. iPhone 6, I mean, sorry, Samsung Galaxy A16 free. iPhone 16e free. Uh the Samsung Galaxy A17 5G for free, which I did a video on it. The Moto Razr 2025 for free. So come on, man. Stop drinking that US Mobile Kool-Aid. US Mobile is the most anti-competitive, privately owned company in the United States of America. Look at this. You even get the Moto G Power 2025 for free with Metro. Look at all these phones you get for free from Metro. And what the hell was US Mobile giving you for free? A dog turd. That's what they were giving you for free. A dog turd. It says get one free when you bring your number. There you go. On the $40 plan. You can get this on the $40 plan. I already made the video on it. I love it. It looks premium. I like it a lot. Let's see some specs here. So you could get it free with a new number too, but you got to get the $65 plan. With a new number, you got to get Metro's most expensive plan. With a bring your own number, you get the $40 period plan, as you guys can see here. Okay, so that's the difference. I hate when I click that mistake. So we got a 2340 by 1080 1080p screen, 6.7 full HD plus Super AMOLED display. We have expendable storage, memory card slot. What else we got? AI. Okay, let's see what else we got. Super fast charging, Android 16 right out the box. It's splash proof. I wish it would have been water resistant, but it's splash resistant. 5,000 milliamp battery, USB Type C. What else? 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 We got 4 gigs of RAM. I wish it would have been six, but you know, expendable to 2 terabytes. And of course, this phone only supports mid band. 5G bands 5, 25, 41, 66, 71, 77, and 78. No N260 or N261. So no more millimeter wave. Of course, the Verizon version and the visible version have millimeter wave. You know, If it was US Mobile selling this phone, they'll sell it to you for full price. What's the full price? 229.99. They'll probably stick it to you for 400 because that's just their model. Their motto is we don't give a crap about customers. We give a crap about our pockets. We don't even waste money on ads. Why? Why should we waste money on ads? That's dumb. That doesn't make any sense, does it, guys? No, sir. I don't want to get fired, so I gotta agree with your jackass. So there we go. So if you want the A17, you either got to get this plan with a new number, which is the it says our best value, which is the unlimited 5G data, or you can get I forgot the name of this plan right here. Or you could get this one if you put in your number, the $40 period plan. So the difference between these plans is that the $60 plan includes HD. This is how I think Metro should have structured this. Okay. If I'm gonna be brutally honest. $40 plan, 720p. $50 plan, 1080p. $60 plan, 4K. Up to 4K, up to 1080p, and up to 720p. Okay. That's how they should have done it. And Metro would kill it. Would kill it. Because imagine $40 you get up to 720p HD streaming. On a $50 plan up to 1080p, and on the $60 plan up to 4K streaming. And that would be lovely. That would be awesome. Seriously, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. That would really be awesome. And I would put it like this: 10 gigs on the $40 plan, period plan, 20 gigs on the $50 plan. And of course, the $60 plan has what? 25? Come on, T-Mobile. You could afford to give them more. Uh, 50 gigs. Yep, 50 gigs. 50 gigs on the $60 plan, just like if you want to compete with Cricket, 50 gigs. Uh, 20 gigs on the $50 plan, and 10 gigs a hotspot on the $40 plan. And Metro will kill it because even though this is still going to have more perks, you're going to get 4K over here. You're going to get Amazon Prime Video over here. So you're going to get all these perks on the $60 plan that if they was to just do that, it would be better. What's up? What's up, OG Tech? What's good, broski? What is good, broski? So yeah, so I think these plans could be improved by Metro. Definitely improved. Definitely improved. So anyway, let's go see what Cricket is saying about what I was telling you guys about. See if they got promotions online saying go to the store and get this deal. Let's see this. Which it would be smart for them to plaster it. Look, it says get the Samsung Galaxy A16 for free when you switch to Cricket on a smart plan. So that's the $35 plan, the $40 plan, or higher. So I think that's good. Well, that's definitely good. So let's see, $25 per line. That's for the $35 plan. Nah, they're not. They would have been smarter if they would have been promoting that. You know that you could get these phones at the store for cheaper. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Look, it says switch and save 49.99 for the 16E. Can you get it on online too? Let me see. Can we get it online too? All right. It says Lil take an iPhone 16E for 49.99 and pay 2 months in advance of the $60 plan. Yep. Nope. This is a worse deal online. Go to the store because they're gonna have you pay 120 for 2 months of service plus 50. That's what? That's 170. 170 plus taxes. So they're still getting you. So, Cricket feels like AT&T feels like they need to make money off of you anyway. Because if you go to the store, you're gonna pay a $25 activation fee instead of $60. So I'd rather pay 25 over 60 is what I'm trying to say, guys. Because if you go to the store, it's only a $25 activation fee and the $60 plan. Here, You got to pay two $60 plans in advance. Okay, and down here it should say go to a store, your nearest Cricket store, and get it for 60. Well, whatever. So you see the iPhone 16e for $50 on Cricket when you port in your number. Okay, and you can get either color, the white one or the black one for the 16e. So you see, even Cricket comes piece way better than piece of crap US Mobile. Is US Mobile trying to give you a SE for $49? No. Are they trying to give you a 16? I'm sorry, A16 5G for free? No, because they're a piece of crap. Look, $30. See, the Moto Edge 2025. They're selling you the old version, the Moto Edge 2024 on US Mobile for 650, and you can get this for $29 if you port in your number. And look, the iPhone 13. I told you guys, like I made on the shorts, iPhone 13 for $29.99. Now, if you do it online, it's going to be more expensive. Like I said, you got to pay two months in advance of the $60 plan. See, 2 months. If you go to the store, it's only a $25 activation fee instead of a second month of service. Okay, so go to the nearest store, or if you don't want to do it in store and you want to pay 2 months in advance, then you do it online. But look at all these deals that Cricket got going on right now. See, $100 for the Moto Razor, 200 for the Moto Razor 2024, the A36 $50, the G Power 2025 $0. So you see, that's why I tell you guys, US Mobile is a piece of crap, and they're gonna keep being a piece of crap. Look at this. They give you the Samsung Galaxy S25 FE for 150. For 150. But yet freaking US Mobile wants to give you the S24 FE for $550. You see what I'm talking about? Oh man. Didn't you guys ever say that US Mobile is the best prepaid? Don't you ever. Anyway, nobody ever since I exposed US Mobile for the pricing on their phone, you guys haven't been commenting nothing. You've been staying quiet because that's the best thing to do. That is the best thing to do. Because when you're liking a prepaid carrier that's anti-competitive, it's not competing like Metro, it's not competing like Cricket. I don't want to hear shit. I want you to stay quiet and stay in your lane. A piece of shit unlimited plan is not everything. Just to let you know. Get back from Mexico. They got no millimeter wave 5G down there. Only 5G and LTE and 3G speeds. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, out there they don't got that, bro. Well, no, but you went to New Mexico, OG Tech, so I would have thought they would have had something, but I guess not. I guess not, broski. But yeah, guys, that the proof that piece of crap US Mobile is the most anti-competitive prepaid carrier in the nation. All these phones that they charge you for, you can get them for free from Metro, Cricket, and Boost Mobile. Always remember that. Weigh out your options. You know what I'm saying? Cricket still gives you unlimited data and not for $44 a month. You pay 60, but you're getting unlimited data. Now, oh, after 60 gigs, I noticed reduced speeds because, and I was dropping 5G plus and picking up LTE more than anything else. No, I would be to using US Mobile since they have been to people's lines, no worries, G, and cause people to lose their numbers. Oh yeah, yeah. US Mobile telling you their porting process is a joke, and they're straight. No, pongas eso, ponlo ahí encima, saca ese radio. Um, you know, and then oh, okay. So, oh no, este es de esto no es mío, no uso esta clase de pantalón.
Sácalo, Abelín. Eso es el chico que está tirado ahí. Ese pantalón es tuyo.
No, si no es 632, no es mío.
Pues búscale el 6. Eso no es de esto.
Let me see.
Eso es.
Seguro que si esto dice 638, tú estás hablando. Yo, qué sé yo. Y esto ya ni le sirve, ¿no? 638. US Mobile's trash, guys. US Mobile is dumpster fire trash. And that's what I'm trying to explain to people. I don't mess with US Mobile. I don't care for US Mobile. I don't care. Like I said, I don't like anti-competitive companies, and that's what they are, anti-competitive company. They're not trying to give you nothing for free. They're trying to bamboozle you. Oh, these people don't not too bright. For they're gonna think that this $9 discount is the best discount they got in their life, and we're only doing it for 12 months. And we're still getting more customers than Visible that's doing a discount for 26 months. And if they were really smart, they would know that the Verizon network is way better than the AT&T network. But we're fooling these people. We're not even giving them free phones. They're gullible enough to just come over here to us. Even though we're not giving them Moto G's and Moto Razors and iPhones, we can still charge them out the wazoo if they want a new phone, and they'll eat it up. And that's exactly how these companies. That's how US Mobile thinks about it. That's not me. That's just corporate talk. I left US Mobile since their billing system was trash, messing it important to keep the $10 plan paid up. Yeah, bro, these companies, well, especially them, they don't want you on these cheaper plans. They're the most greedy prepaid carrier I have ever seen. One, US Mobile doesn't pay for ads. Two, they don't care about you. They prove it by their high pricing on their phones. So that's what I'm saying, man. There's too many cons and not enough pros with US Mobile. And that's just real talk. Not enough cons. I don't give a shit about a plan. Me as a YouTuber, I gotta care about you guys, my subscribers, the people that support me. I gotta care about you guys. I can't sit here and recommend a company that doesn't compete, that doesn't give you a free phone. They ready to give you a $9 discount for 12 months. Fuck that discount. And that's the last F bomb I'm gonna drop here. But it's true. It gets me mad. Like you guys know that it burns me up when it comes to US mobile, so I'm sorry for cursing, but it's true. Like they're straight trash. They're the most anti-competitive company. And every live stream that I'm gonna do, and I'm talking about a segment, I am gonna talk down to US Mobile because they're trash, and you should know that. What you should do if you got that piece of shit plan for what's up, Walter? If you got that piece of shit plan for 12 months, you might as well hurry up and go to Visible. Port your number over to Visible, and you don't even need to do a port. But I'm just saying, I know most people can't afford three or four, or five phones like I could. So you might as well just switch to Visible and get the $35 plan for $26 a month, even less than what you're gonna pay US Mobile 35. Or you could even get the Visible Plus Pro plan. Screw it. Get the Visible Plus Pro plan, the best plan with 4K streaming and all that. You're gonna pay $33 a month. You're still gonna save $2 over US Mobile's piece of crap, $35. And Verizon is way better than AT&T in my personal experience. All right. And you know I've been doing this shit for the last 4 years on this channel. So in my personal experience in the states that I have tested, Pennsylvania, uh freaking New Jersey, New York, Verizon has been the better option. Okay? The better option. I was in Mexico City. Oh, okay, okay. That's what's up. OG took a little vacay. What's up, Walter? How's the family, bro? How's work? How's everything? So remember this, guys. US Mobile is the most anti-competitive company. Now I gotta let you guys go because it's gonna be six. Well, it's 5:30, and I got a lot of stuff that I gotta get done. I gotta wash clothes. I gotta go to work tomorrow. My weekend is over. So back to Monday through Friday, and then next Friday I'll have off again. But then Saturday I gotta work. So you know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely going to catch you guys on the next one tomorrow. Make sure you turn on that bell notification, hit that subscribe button to never miss a video or shorts. And I'm definitely gonna catch you guys on the next one. Oh yeah, Walter. Oh, I'm good, bro. Just got off of work. Okay, that's what's up, Walter. That's what's up. That's what it is, bro. I did this live stream early because I wanted to get stuff done for real. Tomorrow, this week is gonna be a big week for me, so I gotta get a lot of stuff done. But yeah, guys, take care. God bless and be safe. Make sure you guys subscribe to Steam Mobile Tech, Carlos S Tech, OG Tech, Little Mac and JTV, my speaker channel, the Alex Raw audio channel, and
Yeah.
let me see who else. Latrell Jennings and who else? Oh, Tito Aloha Android, Iceberg. Let's get Texel to 1,000 panels. He's a good content creator. And now I'm out of here, guys. You all ready? And thank you for watching.
Yeah, it's all this